Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Sean Dyche has given his pre-match press conference ahead of Everton's game against Tottenham Hotspur on Monday night. The game kicks off at 8 o'clock. It was the first time Sean Dyche has faced the press since the Premier League referral to an independent commission over Everton's profit and sustainability breach, allegedly. And this is what Sean Dyche had to say on the FFP situation at Everton.
The club was to be
There's no situation at the moment. The club's statement, I think, covers everything. Things before my time, they've covered it in the club statement, so I'm happy to go along with that. I'm more focused on what's going on the pitch, quite obviously.
Have you been given any further assurances, though, that the club has done no wrong? Because obviously Pep Guardiola's been in a bit of a different situation to yourself, but he was given assurances and said if the opposite was found to be true, then he would consider his position. So
I think it covers that in the statement, from what they said. And the rest of it is down to the powers that be, to do anything they need to do. So the club have just assured me that the statement is correct, and then, as I said, the rest of it will go down to the powers that be to do what they have to do.
In terms of planning for the future, does it impact at all on the ability to bring players in during the summer?
Not that I know of. I think at the minute we're really focusing on what's going on now. Of course, there's background views of the future, but working with the squad now, working to get more points, quite obviously, and to make sure we get what we all want, which is to be in the Premier League.
Just following on from that, Dyche was asked about whether or not this gave him a better understanding of why fans have been protesting before games, and what he knows about the situation, and whether this gives, like I said, gives him a better understanding, or whether this gives more credence to those fans who are unhappy with the current situation at Everton, and in particular the board. This is what the Everton manager had to say on that question.
I think that was not relevant to any statements that are coming out. I think there's been a long-term thing. It's certainly from a distance. I don't think it was under the radar. I think it was apparent that the fans weren't happy about different things at the club. Since I've been here, I must say they've been terrific with us and the team. And that's all I could ask for when I got here. Because it's before my time. All the noise from fans about different reasons and different, how they felt that they wanted to put across their reasons, but I could only ask for them to back the team, and they have. They've been magnificent in doing so, and the team responded with that. So vice versa, we want that connection, we want to align with the fans, and it starts with on the pitch, and that's what we're trying to do.
There you go. On to the things on the pitch, which is the most important thing, isn't it? Dyche said he was quite happy with people who've been away on international duty. Everybody seems to be back relatively unscathed. Was asked about Nathan Patterson. He got some game time with Scotland during the break. It was his first minutes back on the pitch since the injury he picked up against Brighton. Also asked about James Garner, who played some minutes for England under 21s as well, and Dyche said he was glad they got the time, and it's up to them now to push on. Same with Ellis Sims. Was asked, was there any specialist coaching gone on with Sims, and he said not really, we've just done little bits with him. He's doing well. And then inevitably the question came up about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This was Dyche's response to that one.
He hasn't trained with the group, but he's back on the grass again and has been. So he's making progress, which is good. He did have that tiny niggle on the injury. It was a slightly different area, but he's making very good progress. So we're happy with that at the moment.
No timescale, though, is it?
No timescale. I don't do that anyway. And certainly when we're just trying to get him back to full fitness, as I call it, or as close to, of course.
According to reports in France, Andre Gomes is having more than half of his wages paid by Everton while he is currently on loan at Lille. The Portuguese midfielder has made 20 appearances so far for Lille this season, scoring 1 goal. His boss has been delighted with his form, really. Paulo Fonseca, he was happy that Gomes went there. He was instrumental in taking him there. And I guess it's no surprise, really, that Everton have had to pay at least half of the wages, given Gomes is on a lot of money at Everton, or a really well, really well paid at Everton, and so to go to a club like Lille and expect the same kind of wages with them taking all of it was probably a little bit. How can I put it? Unsurprising that we've had to chip in. Let's leave it at that. What it does do is, I guess, he's only got 15 months left on his current deal at Everton. I don't imagine he's going to get another one. And I guess because he's on so much money, the report says he's the highest paid player in the Lille squad. He will be, I guess. It puts into question whether or not they're going to be able to afford to take him full time. They'd have to come to some sort of arrangement with the player, of course, for him in taking a pay cut. So it's not really that surprising, this report, but it is out there today, and L'Equipe have run with that story. Everton's midfielder Amadou Onana has been named in the 25 best male footballers in the world, aged 21 or under. That is from a report done by ESPN. The Everton midfielder is in good company, featured alongside the likes of Jude Bellingham and Pedri. He's been, he's done well this season, coming out of France at Lille, funnily enough, coming here and having to settle into the Premier League. I think he's had some games when he's been excellent, other games when he's not really got into it, but you'd expect that from a young player playing in England for the first time. He is attracting a lot of interest. He's just been away with Belgium and played both of them games, even captaining Belgium for the last 10 or 15 minutes of their 3-2 win in Germany, so progressing quite nicely at the moment. And apparently Everton made a bid to sign Olivier Giroud at the end of the January transfer window, but that was turned down. Everton apparently offered him an 18-month contract, that is according to sources in Italy, and a really well-paid offer on that contract, which the 36-year-old turned down as well. He is apparently just about to sign a extension to his Milan deal. So the second time maybe that Olivier Giroud has turned down Everton. That's what the Echo reporting today anyway. That is it for the Everton News Daily. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and why not become a Toffee TV Premier member if you want to do that. The link is in the description, or click the QR code which is on the screen now. See you later.